One of the problems with manila or sisal rope is that it's made up of strands, and when you chop the ends, they all start to fray. And so we need some techniques for helping them to stop fraying. And one of those techniques is called a whipping. And one of the whippings I'm going to show you is called the Westcountry Whipping. This one's a really easy one, but it isn't particularly strong. So what you need is some whipping twine, which is this very fine twine here. Ideally it should be waxed because that helps it kind of stick to itself. And if you just come about 2 thicknesses of the rope down and just tie an overhand knot. So an overhand knot is just the beginning of a reef knot, or how you'd start to tie your shoelaces. So there we go, halfway along our piece of whipping twine. So we've got a length on one side and a length on the other side. We've just tied our little overhand knot. And then we go around to the other side and tie an overhand, oh dear, I'm making it slide around all over the place there, keep it tight. And now tie an overhand knot on this side. So just like tying your shoelace, we're starting to tie your shoelaces again, and tie that down so that the knot appears just above the loop or a bit of string that you had before, a bit of twine that you had before. Then turn it back the other way again, and basically what you're going to do is just do a whole series of overhand knots, working your way up the length, backwards on the back and the front of the rope. So I'm going to do that a few times here. Okay, I apologise that things are probably wobbling around on the screen like nobody's business. But, now, how far do you have to go, you might ask? Oops, I got mine a little bit lost of where it was going. So one side and then on the other side. Make sure it just lines up closely. One side. And then the other side. Dum-de-dum-de-dum. Whoops. Pull it tight and close again. So keep it nice and really tight. The tightness matters and the closeness matters. So overhand knot on this side, overhand knot on the other side. And the way we just keep going until, oops, I'm having trouble here. Keep going until the length of the whipping that we're making is about the same diameter as the rope. So the rope's about that far in diameter, and our whipping has got pretty much to being that thickness. It doesn't matter if you make it a little bit longer. In fact, I might as well keep going until I've almost run out of whipping twine. So I reckon this last one should do the trick, because what I need to do at the very end to finish off with is not just do an overhand knot, but actually keep going and finish it off with an actual reef knot, which hopefully you remember how to do, and which I'm actually having trouble doing here. So, because my ropes are getting a bit short here, I probably left them a little bit too short. Go where you belong. There we go. Ah, my fingers are also going klutzy. There we go. Maybe. Like I was doing really well a minute ago. Let's try again. Let's just do it a different way. All right, one that way. And then there's my overhand knot. And now I just need to check and make sure I'm going to finish it off in such a way that it will make a reef knot. So making sure that I get the right things. That looks like a reef knot. There we go, and that should be as tight as possible. Mine's probably a little bit loose there. And then you just trim the ends so that they don't get in the way and catch on things. So I might just trim those off. So there it is. That's your Westcountry whipping. And it's the little problem with it is it sometimes, because it's hard to make it tight, and this can easily, just loosen off there. It might come undone or loosen. So it's not the strongest of whippings to do.